Let me speak plainly to you, because this matter lives at the very summit of the soul. I stress to you, this is not an act of rebellion nor avoidance. This is alignment with the order God placed within man. Romans 13 is not about surrendering conscience. It is about placing administration where it belongs. And to understand why a Christian must relinquish assumed legal administration, we must restore a doctrine nearly erased from modern teaching. Sinderesis, the incorruptible law within the ancient writers described it this way. Sinderesis is a natural power of the soul, set in the highest part thereof, moving and stirring it to good, and abhorring evil. Therefore sinderesis never sinneth nor erreth, and this sinderesis our Lord put in man, to the intent that the order of things should be observed. And therefore sinderesis is called by some men the law of reason, for it ministereth the principles of the law of reason, which be in every man by nature, in that he is a reasonable creature. This is critical. Sinderesis cannot be contracted, it cannot be assigned, it cannot be represented, and it cannot be pledged. It does not administer estates, manage accounts. It does not incur pecuniary obligation, because it is not a legal faculty. It is the God-given moral compass placed at the highest seat of the soul. Why does administration violate sinderesis? Following the Black's Law definition, administration belongs to estates, trusts, artificial persons, pecuniary interests, as well as offices and duties. Administration presumes property and profit. Sinderesis abhors both when they conflict with truth. This is why a Christian cannot act as the administrator of a legal fiction without internal fracture. Because the moment conscience is forced to perform, it is dragged down from its rightful place and yoked to something it was never created to govern. This is the source of double-mindedness. James 1:8 states, "A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways." Not unstable emotionally, but unstable jurisdictionally, trying to let the soul govern what belongs to paper. In Romans 13, we have administration without alienation. Paul understood this hierarchy. The higher powers are ordained to maintain order, not to replace conscience. They govern records, registrations, taxes, legal persons, and statutory constructs. These are administrative inventions, not creations. The legal person exists only because the state issued it. Therefore, the state may govern it. But the living soul, the seat of sinderesis, was issued by God alone, and God does not delegate that authority. So, why is relinquishment the only honest position? When a Christian is brought before a court, the conflict only exists if he continues to act. Once administration is relinquished, the conflict ends because the Christian is no longer pretending to be the trustee of a fiction, the surety for an estate, an agent of an implied contract, or an administrator of debt. He now only serves one master. Remember, Matthew 6:24 clearly states, "No man can serve two masters." Relinquishment does not reject authority. It peacefully returns authority to its proper jurisdiction. The court governs what it created. The Christian remains governed by God. That is obedience without duplicity. Now, let's discuss charter conscience accommodation and restored order. A charter conscience accommodation is simply the outward expression of an inward truth, that sinderesis cannot err, cannot sin, and cannot be made to administer fiction. The court is left free to do its ordained work, the state retains control of its legal persons, and the soul remains at rest. No resistance, no evasion, no conflict, only order. The final word here is this: God placed sinderesis in man so that the order of things should be observed. Administration belongs to man's systems, conscience belongs to God. When that line is honored, peace follows. One master, one conscience, one jurisdiction. The soul remains whole. If you found this video to be helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe to help spread the good word. Thank you for listening, and peace be with you. If you found this video to be helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe to help spread the good word. Thank you for listening, and peace be with you.